Hello and welcome to Grammar Aid, First Aid for Your Words. This video is about the comma splice. This is actually an extremely common grammatical error, but one which is quite simple to spot and to fix if you know how to go about doing it. So let's look at an example. It is incredibly hot out today. I just saw someone literally frying an egg on the sidewalk. Now this is an example of a compound sentence with a comma splice error. In order to be able to spot the error, let's look at just what a comma splice is. A comma splice is defined as a sentence that joins two independent clauses with a comma. And in case you're wondering, an independent clause is defined as a group of words that contains a subject and a predicate, which could stand alone as a complete sentence. So let's go back to our example. It is incredibly hot out today. I just saw someone literally frying an egg on the sidewalk. Notice that this sentence begins with an independent clause. It is incredibly hot out today. That has a subject, it has a predicate, and it could be a sentence all on its own. It also ends with another independent clause. The fact that there's nothing joining them but a comma makes this an erroneous sentence. So how do we go about fixing it? Well, there are a number of possible solutions. Some are more effective than others. Probably the simplest solution involves just changing that comma to a period. You are thereby changing that compound sentence into two simple sentences. Now this is a grammatically acceptable revision. However, you want to avoid doing it too often. If you did, you might find yourself detracting from the fluency of your writing. Another solution would involve adding a coordinating conjunction like and or for. This can legally join two independent clauses in a compound sentence. However, it's probably not the best solution for this sentence because, as you can probably see, that conjunction doesn't really accurately express the relationship between the two statements of the sentence. Still, another solution involves adding a subordinating conjunction like since. What you're doing here is changing that second independent clause into a subordinate clause. And your compound sentence now becomes a complex sentence, which can legally be joined by a comma. Once again, however, probably not the most effective revision in this case because it doesn't accurately suggest the idea, the relationship between the two thoughts of the sentence. Still, another solution involves adding a conjunctive adverb, like therefore. In this case, you would put a semicolon ahead of it and a comma after it. This may in fact be the least effective revision for this sentence because it really adds a tone of formality that doesn't match the rest of the sentence. Probably the most effective solution here is also one of the simplest. Just change that comma to a semicolon. A semicolon can legally join two independent clauses, and in this case it works very nicely because it suggests that there's a close relationship between those two ideas. They're closely connected. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this video useful, then a like is definitely appreciated. And if you'd like to see more grammatical tutorials, or if you need serious editing assistance, please feel free to visit my website at www.grammaraid.com.